What's up, everyone? We have with us one of my favorite and most well-known builder, rugger, everything. But it's the best of the good and the bad in one thing. It's actually the first brown man to actually wear braids the proper way, and this is something big. So we're gonna talk you're doing a lot of consulting for OpenClaw. You've been signing more than six figures contracts. I've been building SaaS and stuff with it, rappers and what's not. So I just wanted to share what you're doing, what I'm doing this week, like what we've been learning. I mean, last week, and see what we can learn, and then maybe like for the other people listening to that, they will enjoy it. So we get Biggie actually in the chat. I saw he's here on the good old YouTube. We are live as well on X.
Yes.
You know what? I was thinking today, there's a lot of people that actually don't really understand how to use OpenClaw, and then it's like there's a war that's between Claude Code and OpenClaw. What's your opinion about which one is better and why?
I think OpenClaw is definitely better just because Claude Code is very limited. But I think if you give it like 30 to 50 days, Claude Code will have all the features built out that OpenClaw needs. Because right now, Claude added the ability to start from your phone, but it's a little annoying where you have to have your laptop open. All the customization is still there with OpenClaw. So
yeah,
I think all wins.
But define wins for what? Is it because it's easier to use from the phone?
Yeah, just being able to talk to it through Telegram or a messaging app for your choice is pretty big. And then one big thing that I see is that OpenClaw can run Claude Code, and Claude Code could do a lot of these custom connections as well, but it's a lot more limited.
Yeah, for me, I don't really understand why people compare them, because for me it's two different things. Like Claude Code is by definition doing code, so it's really good for that. So yes, it can do deep research. Yes, it can scrape. Yes, it can build a new tool. But the thing is, then you have to go yourself into each of those sessions. So either on the GitHub repo, you can do that on Claude Code, or you have to go on the folder if you're working in local, and that's all a mess. Well, I feel like OpenClaw can manage a full project by itself, like a full website with the content, with the customer support. Like I don't think Claude Code can answer my emails yet, for example. It can Claude with Cowork.
Yeah, Claude Code, I believe it can, but it's a workaround where Google has the Google CLI.
Yeah, but when I'm on the go, how I'm gonna know there's a new refund request or whatsoever? How I'm gonna receive that information? This is I think if they try too much to make it an OpenClaw, it's gonna become a Frankenstein. Because it's it needs to be another tool. Like they have Claude Cowork that does a part of what OpenClaw do, and they have Claude Code that does another part, but it's not that does all those parts together. And then I don't know.
Yeah, but skills. You're saying notification is one big thing, because both Claude Cowork and Claude Code don't have the option, at least as far as I know, to receive webhooks. So that's one big thing where you're outside. If you have something where a webhook is the trigger, Rafiko, how's it going, Rafiko?
You know Rafiko?
I don't know Rafiko, but I remember you mentioned Rafiki before, so I thought that was Rafiki for a second. But yeah, the webhook thing, I think, is big. Like being on your phone and then getting a notification. Whatever that might be.
Yeah, it is. Also, I mean, the crons. So you can have cron now on Claude Code. In a way, they can schedule tasks, but it feels like, well, I'm gonna have to open an instance of Claude Code for that, and then it's not like I just go in the same chat in open Claude and then just open it like that. It's not gonna work. So that's why I think there's quite a big difference between those two, and they should not be confused. What you've been working on actually? Show me show me your token usage on Claude.
My token usage on Claude.
I'm at 56% of my full plan until Friday.
I'm at 20%. You're not optimized like I am.
Yeah, I know. I
Spun out
know.
a full website today for a new venture that I'm starting with
Oh
a
yeah,
top 2,000 richest people in the world.
top 2,000. Why are you
Yeah.
doxing me?
No. I didn't say top 1,000. I said top 2,000. Yeah.
Okay, and then what's the website? You can show it.
Yeah. So let me see if there's names in there because I just added some names. But yeah, you can check it out. It's Syndra.ai at
Share
CYNDRA.ai.
your screen.
Let me close the adult stuff real quick. Cool. Yeah, there we go. So here it is. You can see my screen. Oh, I think you have to like add my screen to the, yeah, there we go. Okay, here it is, Cinder AI. So this is what I've been doing for a while. The main thing that I had was this Sathi Group, AI tools for your business. Simple way of saying we use OpenClaw and then add it to people's businesses. But we partnered with some pretty big people. I guess I mean, you could search their names up if you want. Your AI employee, set up, manage. These pricing is not set. This is literally just dummy pricing that Claude Code came up with because this was launched in the last like 90 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we had a design. One of the people who we're working with is a pretty good designer, so he had this design, and literally just copied and pasted this link to Claude Code and told it to design this entire website, and it went through and designed everything step by step. Changed it so there's no placeholders, and even then, I'm only at 20% weekly usage because I'm just like that.
And how do you optimize token usage?
Making sure that everything is just very, very strategic. So when I'm like starting new code stuff, a lot of it's just a very clear prompt and using dumber models because it doesn't need to use Opus 4.6 to one shot something. If it is, I did that whole thing in Sonnet because it was very clear.
I only use Sonnet now.
Yeah.
It's really weird that I use Opus.
Yeah.
But then how do you, so that's one thing, to use the right model. What else?
Right model, be very strategic with responses. So for OpenClaw, I tell it like never ever write extremely long responses because sometimes you'll ask it to do research and it'll just add a lot of crazy long responses. Sometimes the responses should just literally be like yes, no, and so by default it doesn't do that. As far as
you put that into your Soul MD,
Agents MD, how it operates.
MD. Yeah.
And then for OpenClaw, there's quite a few other stuff I have where all the heartbeats are on very, very cheap models. It's on Haiku for the heartbeats. All the cron jobs are also on Haiku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked if you tested the GSD 2.0.
I haven't. Have you?
I don't even know what it is.
Ghosts. Yeah, I'll check it out right now. GSD 2.0.
And then what are the other things? So cron jobs on Haiku, and what else?
I can check it out because I have a list of the stuff here that I always do. QMD is always installed. There's a cron job going, and every, I believe it's 72 hours, it's trimming the workspace files because there's a lot of bloat that can happen with your workspace files, and those get read every time. Let me see. There's another big one that is session initialization. So every time you start a new session with OpenClaw, I'm sharing my screen. Oh, stop sharing my screen. Every time you start a new session with OpenClaw, it reads tons of different files, and you can specify which files it should read because it shouldn't be reading 90% of files. So you can talk to your OpenClaw and say like, what are the important files you need before a session? Make sure those are the only ones that get read every time a new session is initialized. That could save a lot of tokens. QMD, trimming workspace files, and then heartbeats. Yeah.
Okay. Explain the trimming the files. I didn't get that one.
So the workspace, where is it? Agents MD, Soul MD, User MD, Tools MD. Those just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And a lot of it does include stuff that is like just repeated, doesn't need to be there. And so every 72 hours, I have a cron going that just cleans up those files, making sure that they're debloated. Yeah.
Wait, I get it open to my fiance.
Yeah, he's going to go talk to his fiance. So, guys, I'll tell you a little bit. I'm going to check Twitter and see how many people are there on Anton's Twitter. He has the little mic or the little camera that follows him around, so we might see him when he's going in.
No, it's okay. I'm back. Okay, yeah. And then when you trim those files, does it get like does it create issues?
I have a pretty clear cron where it's like only clear redundant stuff, and I haven't had any issues so far, at least none that were like noticeable.
Yeah, that's what is the number one mistake I heard is people like they have those files, they get like clogged and clogged most of the time, like, and then the context as well, and then what happened in the way Claudebot works so far is that it would send everything in the chat.
Yeah.
Like when we prompted that just one thing, like that sentence goes like thousands of lines. And I think it's still the way it works, where there is no like maybe at some point they will have another model in the middle that like compact this prompt into a smarter way, because context is good and that's what make it good, but then also it's weird when you get all that.
Yeah, one thing I also did hear that I haven't tested out yet, but apparently 64,000 tokens is like the limit. After that, it's like diminishing returns for context. So 64,000 tokens should be your limit, and then compact before 64,000 tokens. So like make sure that
I just did the compaction right now actually, and I was at 98k tokens. I was context. I was at 127.
Oh yeah.
And then there was zero compaction. So of course, like this going to increase costs drastically.
Yeah.
And the problem is that my agent started to be really slow. And I realized that today. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do a compaction.
You should also talk to your agent and see every time it replies to you if it's pulling any tool calls, because sometimes it's calling unnecessary tools to reply to you, like whatever tools it's connected to. So you can just ask it like, hey, when you reply to me, are you using any tools that aren't needed to reply to me? Because it shouldn't.
But I'm going to ask it directly if it's using any tools. Let me check.
Yeah.
Good old Samantha is typing. Have you tried the
Kyberbot?
No, have you tried in Telegram with having different what's it called? Different chat rooms?
I haven't.
So you always use in the same chat, in one chat window?
Yep, just one massive chat window.
You're mad.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying the different channels. You use different channels?
I started with different channels now.
Yeah.
It get a bit mixed up. Sometimes it will reply in the general or things like that. Like I would say, so far, I found a bit of a drop in quality of interaction, but an increase in quality of project management. So
yeah,
it's a loss and a win. I think it's like the more you start to do like a lot of projects together, then it becomes like really complicated. Man, I don't know. I should have never asked it that. Like, look at that. It's been like typing for ages now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to say it is using tools if it's taking that long to reply.
Oh, wait, it just replying. It just replying.
What did it say? Oh, perfect. Yeah. Ah, look at this. You switched all the crones to haiku.
Yeah, you told me that. So I was like, okay, let's switch to haiku.
Yeah, I'll send you the invoice.
It's probably going to ruin the business, but hey.
No. So your crones should be very specific, right? Like
they're probably not.
Yeah, you can
I need
tell
to find a better way to, like, what is the good way to manage your cron? I saw there was like 42 on my dashboard in OpenClaw. So I was like, okay, there's probably some that I don't even use that are still here. It's like,
I do a weekly cron audit, so I have a cron job that fires every week telling me about all
you
the
have a
crones.
cron job to do a cron audit.
Yeah.
How retarded is
So-
that? Why don't you have a cron job that does the analysis of the audit, of the cron audit?
Because some of the stuff it'll send me these stuff and be like, hey, here are the current crones you have running. I suggest like removing these are duplicates. And then
What's the
daily,
prompt?
I think it's literally I can find out what it was, what I sent it, but I said we need to set up a cron job that runs once a week to audit all the crones that we have running to make sure that there's nothing broken or nothing repetitive. And then one of my friends also has a cron job running every single day that just checks if there was any failed crones in the last 24 hours, because chances are if you have 42 crones, there's got to be at least one of them that are just silently failing and you don't even
And
recognize.
that's the thing. That's another
And
thing
it
that I
costs you
see.
money.
Like, people
It costs
don't realize that they have a lot of like crons that will drop, crons that don't work, and then they're like, oh, my OpenClaw doesn't work anymore. And then why the claw keeps failing? You think?
the different crones.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea because I have different crones that have just failed, and it's very specific to that cron, however you say it. Like I've had crones that were failing because it thought it did not have access to the specific variable, but it did have access to it. But the way that cron was set up, it wasn't very clear. Like, hey, you have access to this variable. It's located here. Use it there. That's where, yeah, your cron should be very, very specific so Haiku can run it. Where it's literally just like a SOP. It's like, okay, at this time I need to do X, Y, Z.
And how do you improve a cron then?
Meta prompting, right?
I heard about it. I haven't really done it.
You should ask OpenClaw, hey, I have X amount of crones, give me the prompts for these crones, and then copy and paste that prompt to OpenClaw and say, hey, I have a crone doing this, but I need to elaborate on this prompt so we can make a new cron job with a way better, more detailed prompt. And OpenClaw will take the shitty prompt that you have, elaborate on it, add way more detail so it's a proper SOP, and then you feed that prompt back to OpenClaw and say, okay, cool, update the cron job so it uses this meta prompt you gave me. And that way, like I've set some people up where all their crones are run on local models because it's not doing any thinking. It's literally it's following a SOP. It's like, okay, at X time I need to go here, do this, click this. I get this from here. No thinking, purely just execution. That's why you can use Haiku. If there is even I think Haiku is like the cheapest model from Anthropic, but if there is somehow a cheaper model.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, could even run it with Kimi or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, Kimi is really, really good. I think I mean, the quality of the model is insane for the price. Like, there's a lot of like, I mean, you can get the quality of Sonnet pretty much 4.6 for like so cheap. So the GSD, actually, Agentic Operating System for Reliable AI Software Development. Okay. It's get a bit of traction on GitHub. It's get a lot of stars. So the get shit done. It's a meta prompting. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
That's pretty good. Thank you, Rafiko, for this. Have you tested it? You know what? It's like there's something, if I find it hard, it's like to find people who actually tested things. And then like, I think we're in a generation of people just bookmark and then just start on GitHub, but then they don't use it. And I'm like, well, it's just complicated. Oh, by Tash, the guy like spoke in French. I like that. Lightweight and powerful meta prompting context engineering. So that's for Claude Code specifically. Okay. Yeah. I guess is it like a difference of the Ralph loop? Like, how is that different from the Ralph loop? I'm gonna ask Claude for that.
From what I understand, this looks like you tell it, make me a website, and then the get shit done framework will fix that prompt. So it's a lot better versus Ralph Loop. You say like, do X, and it just keeps trying and learning, right? What different from the Ralph Loop? Yeah.
Bash while loop, okay, stop hook. Fully structured development system built around Claude Code is described as meta prompting, context engineering, and spec-driven development that specifically solve context rot. The quality degradation that happens as Claude fills its context window. You give one prompt, it retries until the completion. Okay, TLDR. Oh shit, Dan is calling me. Let me ask him if he wants to get in.
Yeah. Mute yourself. Yeah, I'll self-promote.
It's so good now. Okay. I use it for my agency. Okay, the agency works for. It's so good. It opens up a new context window each time it reaches the context limit, so you can really do auto mode.
That sounds nice.
So that will be like when you want to build something pretty specific. Interesting. So simple overnight automation for one defined task. Okay. Full product development OS with proper planning, fresh context per task, and structure quality gates. They are complementary. So the GSD, I have the execute phase. It's essentially smarter Ralph loop under the hood with the context raw problem. So that's what I was thinking. It's an advanced version of the Ralph loop, basically. Well, the Ralph loop was quite like a bit just dumb way. It's just like, try it again, try it again, try it again. What did you build, Rafiko, with it? Okay, so there's GSD2. Okay, so there's GSD build, and there's GSD2. Okay. There you go, this one, GSD2. Meta prompting and specific driven to work for a long period of time. So it's the same shit, but different flavor. Why those guys, they run two different ones? People like to make things complicated, huh? Let me put a star. Okay. Yeah, for me, like I think it's the main blocking point is today, like a lot of project or tasks get dropped. It's like we start something and then there's something happen and it just like get dropped and then it didn't just close the task. Like for example, I started to do social media with it. Like it was supposed to put every day like 3 TikToks videos and learn from the analytics and everything. It was good, and it just like never really ran. Like and then I'm like, okay, and then I go back and then I see like, okay, the charts that we were generating are not as good anymore. So it's like, okay, we need to roll on this again. But there's some project that works perfectly and I can go back in, it works. But still, I think we get, from the task we start, I think the completion rate is about 50%, 50 to 70%. And then it's probably because now it's so easy to start something new that I don't even remember that I need to close it, the task. And I think it might be better to focus like one day, focus on one big thing that accomplished, like for example, an abandonment cart email or something like that, and then finish it. But the problem is sometimes it thinks like, oh yeah, I'm done with it. Like, for example, I don't know if you started to use Postog on your website, but it's like, it's so good with the agents, because like my OpenClaw will get the data, like the rate click and everything, and can do optimization on the landing page. But then if I start to do another cron job, then we're gonna have like 50 cron jobs at some point, and then there's gonna be way too many. So I'm like, should I get an OpenClaw for each big project? Like when I say big, it means we have a Stripe account, we have a Google account, we have an email account, we have broadcasting account, plus a SaaS, and plus campaigns, ad campaign running, and a blog or whatever organic website, and maybe social media management. That's 8 people normally that you will have running that business, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it would be better to create an OpenClaw dedicated to that, an agent, then not a sub agent, like a full OpenClaw where it's like you got this sole MD and everything, and then that run the business, and then like that I have that in the chat, and then until I get something that is really strong, I don't move it out of the main agent that I'm running. But then when it starts to be like a big project, like what I've just said, that's what I'm running, then it becomes like where we drop the ball a little bit, I think. I don't know what's your opinion on that.
I think it depends if there's overlap between the projects. Right now, in the last 30 days, a group that I'm in acquired Inspire 3, which is like a pretty big mental health company. They have 19 different websites. They have manifesting.com and quite a few other big domains in that space. And there's one OpenClaw agent set up with Paperclip. I'm not sure if you've seen Paperclip before, paperclip.ing. You should check that out.
Sure.
You should check out Paperclip and then share the screen on that, because it's a nice one. And for 19 different websites for Inspire 3, it's one OpenClaw agent, and then it has all its sub-agents, and it's doing what you said with Posthog. So every 7 days, it's connecting to Posthog MCP for all those 19 different sites, doing funnel optimization, A/B testing for the different websites. It's also connected to Hotjar and Microsoft Clarity, which are both heat maps. And it's just collecting data right now for that. But the end goal is that it will start making like tiny changes across all the websites based off the heat map readings to just 24/7
What's
be
the name you
optimized.
say?
Paperclip.ing. Yeah, paperclip.ing. AI org. And that really utilizes the heartbeat of agents. So you have your one CEO agent. It has all the other sub agents. So we have the one CEO agent managing all those 19 sites. And it has like a SEO agent, a copywriting agent, a website development agent. So it can go and see like...
Why using agent and not just a library of skills?
At the end of the day, it is basically just library of skills. And these sub agents are like spawned and then killed off. I think I told you this before. Like you were asking me if you want multiple sub agents, and I told you there's a guy who's CTO of 4 companies. He was like head of engineering for Bumble, Carnival Cruises as well, with one main agent, and then he has these sub agents that get spawned up, use the SEO skill, and then spawned away. So the main agent is always just the orchestrator. It's just the CEO. You talk to Samantha, tell Samantha, yo, go make a website for me. It's gonna go spin up a sub agent using the website design and development skill, get it done. And then as opposed to the output being sent back to you, the output gets sent back to Samantha. Samantha reviews it. Samantha says, hey, is this up to Anton's quality? If it is up to your quality, it goes to you. Otherwise else, she goes back to the sub-agent and is like, nah, go get this fixed.
It spawns sub-agent automatically for me. I haven't tried this one. So they manage 19 different websites under one agent.
One OpenClaw instance.
One OpenClaw instance. In a one chat window.
Yep, one chat window. It's a group chat.
So they receive like 19 in Posthog report, for example.
Yeah, but the Posthog thing's running once a week. They're also doing email marketing. Someone you know, Russell Cargill, I introduced him. He's doing some of the email marketing. So the plan for that is that he's doing the email marketing and slowly training it. The whole human in the loop versus human on the loop. So at the start, the bot is coming up with some suggestions. Email copywriter is fixing those suggestions, giving feedback to the bot. And the final say is like what the human is saying, what Russ, the copywriter, is saying. And then eventually the bot will be autonomous enough because all of his knowledge would have been transferred for copywriting or email skills, and the bot will just be smart enough to autonomously run a 1.8 million person email list.
1.8 million. Wow. What's the company doing? You say that one? They work in what?
Inspire 3, you can search them up. Inspire3.com. And then they have like 19, it's all digital products. So if you check out some of their websites, they have manifesting.com, Zen 12, Hypnosis. Yeah.
They are like an info product? Or?
Yeah, all digital downloads. A lot of them are just like sound products.
What's their main acquisition channel then? Organic traffic?
Affiliates. They haven't pushed SEO at all. So that's a big reason that this group acquired them, is that they just had very
with the like ClickBank.
Yeah.
Man, we even seen the milliseconds. Freaking out.
I mean, a lot of them, like, they have like, oh, we only have 10 spaces left or something like that. And they've just been doing good for like the last 13 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And their goal is like, let their agent essentially be running most of the company. And it's already to that point now where they onboarded a dev, and for the whole onboarding for the dev, they were just asking their agent, they're like, what do we do for this dev? What are the next steps? What are the stuff that he can be doing that you cannot do? Because there's some things that, although she is pushing to the websites, it always goes to a testing branch. There's proper like testing in place. And then there is a current dev right now who's like reviewing it. Still human in the loop for a lot of the stuff, just because they have visitors going to it. We don't want the bot absolutely cooking their site by accident. It's only been like, it's only been like 3 weeks since they've fully acquired it.
Wow. And then you started to work on it to help them to set up their OpenClaw for it.
Yeah.
What did you do for them then?
I used getopenclaw.ai.
Perfect.
Nah, I'm joking. I set up a OpenClaw instance for them, and then all of my custom security and custom configuration. I'm not sure if you've seen, like, my OpenClaw bot sold a backlink for me. I don't know if I've told you that.
Really? Sold a backlink for you?
For one of my sites. So you should do this for your OpenClaw as well, is make a custom heartbeat file, because that's a really cool way to make it closer to AGI, is that the heartbeat goes off every 30 minutes. And by default, it just checks if the gateway is running or some other basic stuff. But you can have a custom heartbeat file that gets read every heartbeat. And my custom heartbeat file is like, analyze the stuff, see if there's any low-hanging fruits. Or actually, I can open my heartbeat file and I'll see if there's anything sensitive, and I'll share my screen for it. Because all my stuff gets backed up to GitHub. Every 2 hours, my OpenClaw backs itself up to GitHub. So if it ever gets killed or something, it will just be back.
Same for me.
Oh, cool. I wonder where you got that. No, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, you got it from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think I got it from you. I'm pretty sure.
I know. I'll bill you. All right, so this is my heartbeat. You can have custom heartbeat file. This gets read every time. And this is one big thing. Quick check. So every time the heartbeat goes off, every 30 minutes, it does this. What was I active in the last 30 minutes? If it is, don't interrupt me. If it isn't, do the full check. So when I'm sleeping, it does all these full stuff. Checks if there's any sub-agents that got spawned and failed, CTO deep think, and then some stuff on the bottom here is sensitive stuff. But it shows, like, it checks different website analytics that it has, and if there's revenue-generating tasks it can do to reach my goals. And there's like specific.
And how did it sell a backlink?
So it has access to Google Search Console for, outbrand.design. I ended up selling that SaaS one, but it had access to Google Search Console, and I gave it access to the email. And every 30 minutes, it was just checking stuff. And the night before I went to sleep, I was like, bonus points if I wake up to you making money for me. And every night I wake up to pee, and when I go pee, I'll just check my phone. And I saw a notification from my bot saying, hey, Johan, I just sold you a backlink. I need you to create an invoice for $100 because I can't create an invoice. And since it had access to the Outbrand email, it literally found people to send emails to, and it sent out like 50 emails. And it was like, hey, are you interested in getting a placement? Or I forget what it was, like placement for link. And one of the people replied, and they're like, yeah, we'll get it. And so if you check Outbrand's blog, it's the last blog that we posted, because we used to do blogs every day. It was Plannable.
Share your screen.
This was a $100 backlink right here. So this is Outbrand, the company I sold. And right here, Outbrand is first. And then right here, Plannable. This was the backlink that we sold. All this content. This, they gave like the content of what they wanted. We said, are you interested in buying a backlink? They said yes. And then my bot sent me a message like, hey, create an invoice for $100. So I created the PayPal link for $100. And then after that, they paid it. And I just added this to the website, Plannable, and I autonomously made $100. That was like the most.
That's amazing.
Telling Ian, I was telling some other people, like, I've made a lot more money than $100, but that might have been the best $100 I've ever made in my life. Like, nothing comes close to that. I literally just waking up in the middle of the night. Now, when I wake up in the middle of the night and I check my phone when I'm peeing, I'm like, my bot's not making me money.
You tell it every night, like bonus point if you make money. Bonus point if you make money.
I did that for like a week after that, but it just stopped sort of finding other ways to do it. Did some other crazy stuff.
One day it's going to sell your pictures online.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be like, yo, you want to hear like what kind of surf he said? And then it's just going to sell those files to people. And then how do you use a paperclip? You using it?
Yeah, only not for me personally, for Inspire 3. Because you can put goals in there, and similar thing, it has like a custom heartbeat. So every 30 minutes, the CEO's heartbeat goes off.
Why you don't use it for yourself?
I just haven't had the time, honestly. The last like 40 days have been the craziest days of my life. I'm not gonna lie. With OpenClaw coming out, the demand has been crazy. I'm starting a new venture with a Stacked Man. Yeah.
And how much did you make on the sale of the last SaaS?
Like 40 baht.
How much?
Maybe 50 baht. Secret. Nobody knows. Only like 3 people in the world know.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
How was the sale?
OpenClaw. It was good.
Who was the customer? How did they find you, or how did you find them? Was it someone you know, or like how did it work?
Acquire.com, and they were a IT company out of Texas that buys SaaS products. I was going to say their name, but I don't think I'm allowed to. But I can send you their name when it's not live. They just buy different SaaS products. They have a team remotely that literally just takes the products and grows it because they have a pretty big email list. So they literally just promote any new product that they buy to that email list.
Biz-up SaaS? Like B2B SaaS mostly? Or like...
Yeah.
Nice.
I think also because they did have a decent amount of people in the social media space, and Outbrand was a social media tool. Like it manages the whole social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they did probably have an idea of just like going to those customers or maybe improving their own workflow with it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. And then hopefully selling Salo as well. It's under LOI right now.
Selling what?
Salo, another SaaS product that I have. You know,
I don't remember that one.
User feed. It's like Canny.io.
I don't know. Oh, okay. So user feedback thing, you say?
Yeah. And hopefully DM Pro. DM Pro still might be a decent-ish exit. Not crazy, but...
Oh, yeah. You still have Outrank. Yeah. Like you still have that one, the outreach one.
Yeah. You should
that was the one you sold.
No, I didn't sell that one yet.
DM Pro, you haven't sold it?
No, still growing it slowly.
But you plan to sell it, or you plan to keep it?
Yeah, I plan to sell it because it's a risky space. Twitter cold DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much you think you can sell it for?
Hopefully $250.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Or just more open stuff.
Yeah, exactly. OpenClaw stuff, the new sort of venture that I'm starting with, hopefully targeting like minimum only 6-figure contracts. Go straight to enterprises, tell them it should be like multiple people on their team. We're also going to set up Kubernetes locally for them, like on their own servers. So they have their own like company knowledge base in that. And then we're flying out some cracked builders to Chiang Mai in the next like month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who?
This one French guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see how that goes.
When do you think like the wave of OpenClaw is gonna end?
I don't think it ever will end, but it depends on what market you're going after. Because we're still in such a bubble that there's so many business owners that you can go to with OpenClaw, demo OpenClaw to them. They never have to know it's OpenClaw. Like the new thing that I'm starting, Syndra AI, doesn't have OpenClaw mentioned on it at all. It's all about AI employees. Same thing with before what I was doing for the last like 20, 30 days. I never really mentioned OpenClaw. I was always going to these business owners who have no idea about AI, showing them live, like, hey, look what my bot can do for your business. And this is just me telling my bot, come up with a demo. Imagine what we can actually do if we build out the workflows. So I think it's going to be, if you go after that,
show them on Telegram or you show them on something else?
On Telegram.
I think like just showing on another chat window that feels more professional might work better.
Yeah, one of the people we set it up for in Slack, and he's helping us actually go to beverage companies. He's got us an intro to Monster Energy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do if I were you. Like when I show the demo, I would do it in Slack because it's just like this perceived value. Like Telegram, like for people who are not really aware, has a bad image. Even if it's the best messaging platform in the world, has bad image.
Yeah, I usually have to do some work to like convince them like Telegram is better than the others. Also, because on my end, it's easier to configure Telegram. So I always just tell them, hey, this is the most secure one, encrypted. You don't want to use Slack or anything like that if you're putting sensitive company data, even if it is just me trying to save time on the setup.
That makes sense. All right, man. Yeah. Well, it was a good chat. I'm going to cut it out here. You have an AI to clip that?
Actually, I do. Yeah, I do have an AI to clip. Yeah. If you can send me the download.
Which one you use?
My friend's bot. He made a very good clipping skill.
Okay.
Yeah. So this will be on YouTube, right?
This one we will live on X and YouTube, but I can send you the footage and then I can publish the clips probably on X mostly.
Perfect. Yeah. And then I'll send you the invoice.
Yes, please.
Perfect.
40 baht or 50 baht, you say? 45. Let's meet in the middle.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
All right. All right, see you, man. Good chat.
I'll see you here sometime.